That's right. Any game has its problems, but Todd frustrates me more than most.
Nothing can frustrate me more than Madden,
Thank you
bro.
very much. It's the
So
National
I'm cool with
Football
Kyle.
League, presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel.
Rethinking life insurance, goddamn.
As their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much.
I think the biggest issue with video games, bro, is people find like they do their best to find all the glitches, and that frustrates like the normal folks.
I can imagine what game program
Bro, you can't. That's impossible.
Come on.
Leo. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Check, go.
To throw on second down, Samuels. This one caught by Isabella. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
91 is the money. Rebound. Check, hey, echo. Mike 91. Stop your whining. 91 now.
Looking to throw. Samuels. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, you're talking about military strategy, yeah, okay.
Okay, what about Battlefield, though?
Battlefield is not better than that. I'd rather play Call of Duty than...
Hey, Battlefield got that realism on that thing, boy.
Okay.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
That doesn't excite me. That doesn't make a good game.
Switch. He's checking. Crash.
Why can't I? There. God damn, why I couldn't get him.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
Bro, I spent like 10 seconds trying to ID this fucking linebacker, bro.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Jesus.
Defense had a chance to get off the field.
Man, the play clock fucking counting down to fucking 1. I'm still trying to get this nigga identified.
You know, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I was gonna say, bro, get your dumb ass in. God damn you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Why is it so? There we go. Why is it so hard to identify these motherfuckers?
This is Hunt. And some room to run now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches
Hey, bro,
the 8-yard line.
some of the games I be playing on Madden, niggas be falling asleep, bro. I'm like, oh no, it can't be happening.
Exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8
What's
to the
up,
4
Cal?
on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want.
Hey, man, why your team so good, Cal?
Play action and try and put it in
People
that
can't
way.
stand it, bro. The LSU.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he is met
Why he so
with
good,
tracks
bro?
behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven
Yeah, that
down the
quarterback
field
looking
nicely
hella
here
nice,
on the
though.
opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go?
He will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Hey, did you see? Hey, did you catch that Oklahoma and Baylor game?
Makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, you won, bro. It was pretty crazy, dog.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
That and this Wisconsin game that's on right
Take
now.
it in the end zone.
That shit was stupid, bro. They were leading 21-7 at the end of half. Now they're losing 34 to 21. Yeah, bro. They haven't scored since the first half.
You got a lot of space because you deleted destiny. What you want to do? Take over Street Fighter? You heard last, right?
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
You said if you doing take over.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because he has them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
because that don't feel good, right? The connection, it don't feel as bad as it did on Street Fighter, on PlayStation 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Hey, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed.
See if this works again.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense
Yeah, everybody is.
Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any.
Yeah, I am the bone that you would be saying.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you sort of notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you
Bro,
need
I don't
to
know
deal
why I keep doing the
We're the team
same
that's gonna
fucking
be a real
pass
problem for you.
to the
If they
same
can
fucking
continue
dude when
this
I know
streak,
what's going to be
they
open,
can
bro.
very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure.
They got a couple people injured too, huh?
Expected passing situation.
They keep people injured.
To throw on third down. Samuels. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That what y'all do to me, bro?
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch time. Tight end run. Hey, 4 down. Middle.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, Stafford. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
This time we're going to throw it to the street and not anything else. Jesus Christ.
Dropping because it's zone. Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st and 10, Samuels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
To throw again, Samuels. Being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. Gay's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Oh, shit. You have to come back every single time.
Another match over here.
No, we can play it for real. Go ahead.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey!
Out of the gun, Stafford. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 41 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watch the ship. Check the backer. Check. Get it ready.
On 1st down, Samuels. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jesse James. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd and 10, Stanford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Come back to the new session that I invite you to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down. Samuels, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run right side with Hunt. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Haywood! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go, tackle, let's go. We got this.
From the gun, Samuels. James has got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Hey, get away. 91 is the Mike. I got you. No. Check. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw. Samuels. And James has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
91 is the Mike. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Tighten up.
Nice.
Hey, Alpha. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. It's caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Hey! Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Look at me. Go.
They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster. And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Come on. Watch the eye. 6, pull it high. Look at me, zipper. 5. 2.
Looking to throw. Samuels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. And he is Isabella. Touchdown number 15 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Johnson, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that officially.
Man, I was had a nice ass return, man.
It'll begin in enemy territory already.
Shit. One person to block, bro. And that would have been a touchdown.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Yeah, I think this man sold.
You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
He
But
don't want to
running
play
game
no
can
more.
really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rock it. Check 24, check 24. Get it.
Thank you.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Eight read. Hey, lock it. Don't let it free. Play that time deep. 5.
On 1st down, now run with McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They give to Johnson going right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, McKinnon, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, let's get them home. Check 26, check 26. Hey, Sam off.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter.
I guess you gotta say, there we go.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Left. Go, go. Check 91. 91 is the
Now it's the backup Fitzpatrick. And he's got Miller. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, McKinnon again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Bang, 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 bang.
7 consonants, 1 vowel. Here's Juszczyk. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. On first down, McKinnon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here again is McKinnon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, McKinnon. He's got the first down. It's out.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Put his ass in the
His
fucking.
guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Good one. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. 3rd down here. They'll try the option on 3rd down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
On 4th down, Stafford. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Atlanta, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the home team here, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be...
What the? Come on, bro.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison and claiming his innocence. Commonly, I'm the greatest rapper in the sin. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed.
Sound like you're in an apartment, nigga.
When the OG spilling knowledge,
I hate to think that is me, because it's so fast.
Oh, you thought it was fast.
Nigga, it's fast. The problem is a whole bunch of other people sharing it. That's the problem. Because I tell you now, when I'm downloading movies,
My word is James Bond, I stay on the
I ain't
mission.
gotta worry about no
Number one
fucking
top
legs.
position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. The young, incredible, honest, the unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle showed. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
You too scared to download something on your computer.
Incredible, honest, the
I can
unforgettable.
tell you
You were Joe
exactly what
like
to do.
Chappelle showed. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
You know where to watch it on the TV right now. Well, that's not true. You can go to like FX's website. I don't know if it's free. But oh. There's a free combo. Don't lose to that. Block Gerard doing that shit so many times.
20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out 1 for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the cause we coming for the check.
Oh, what you know about elections, boy?